Hey fishing friends, JC here with Rad Reeling Fishing. In this video I'm going to be showing you how I anchor my Old Town kayaks. Now I don't have the Topwater 120 PDL, but this system would work on that kayak. I have the Predator PDL and the 106 Sportsman powered by Minn Kota. This is a reasonably priced way to anchor your kayak without using an anchor trolley, without drilling holes in your kayak, and it's a system that works really well. I got this from Key West Kayak. I'll put a link in the description area down below to his channel. Go check out his stuff. The guy is just absolutely awesome. But yeah, I was looking for a really simple method for anchoring a kayak, and I came across this video and I'm like, that's it, that will work perfect for what I need. So there's some special things that I had to buy, and let me go over those things here. I'll show you guys what we got going on with everything. Okay, first thing that I got here, you guys, is I have a cleat. You got to have some kind of quick disconnect cleat. So I've got a cleat here. I've got another piece of rope attached to the back of the kayak. I'm going to say that's probably about 8 feet of rope right there that I have. And let me show you how I have this attached. This is just a Velcro strap that I run through the holes. It's got a Carabiner clip on it. I'll put a link in the description area to all this stuff, you guys. But all I did is I ran it through the hole and I Velcro strapped that on there. This line comes up here on the kayak like this, and then it locks into place right here. It locks into place on the cleat. All right, let me show you what we got going on with the anchor line, okay? You're gonna need to get you a bungee cord like that. You just want to tie the bungee cord onto another piece of line, and that's about 4 feet long, right? Then I've got the buoy right here. Now it's important to have a big buoy, all right? You don't want to have a little one because it'll go underwater in the current. But yeah, have a big buoy. And then the next thing we got going on here is our anchor system. Now, I have a stainless steel chain on here. I didn't pay a lot of money for that. Like I said, I'll link everything in the description area below. A stainless steel chain. I'm going to look and see if this anchor is actually on Amazon. Jeff, a subscriber and friend, actually sent me this anchor. The first one that I bought was one of those ones that folds out. You know, it's got the fingers all on it. That thing just does not hold very well. He sent me this. This anchor holds in just about every place that I go, you guys. It's an excellent anchor system. And then I've got about 75 feet of rope on here. 75 feet of 3/8 inch braided rope. And then I've got a Carabiner clip clipped right on here to this cord winder. You get these cord winders at a hardware store. And of course you can get a Carabiner clip just about everywhere. But that's what we got going on with this system. So with this anchor, the way that this works is the main attachment on the anchor is down here on the bottom. And then you pull the chain up to this top portion and you put some zip ties on there. And what that's for is if your anchor gets really hung up bad and you can't get it off, if you pull hard enough, those zip ties right there will pop off of there, and then it will allow you to pull the anchor from a different direction. So let's just say the anchor was hung up on this right here and you just couldn't get it off, right? You were just pulling and pulling and pulling. You're just pulling like crazy. Well, if you take and you yank on it really hard, it'll pop those zip ties, and when those zip ties pop, then that chain is actually going to pull the anchor from here back in this direction, and it just pulls it right off of the structure. So that's the way that works right there. So that's basically it. You got your bungee attached to about a 3.5-4 foot cord, attached to your buoy, attached to your anchor line. I've got 75 feet of anchor line all wrapped up on a cord reel, and then I've got the Carabiner clip. So let me show you what the Carabiner clip is for. All right, so this Carabiner clip, all right, we're ready to toss the anchor over. Let me get some line off here. Let me get a bunch of anchor line off. Okay, so we're ready to toss the anchor over, right? So what I want to do, I want to take this line and just bring it back like that, and then I want to hook it inside the Carabiner. See that? It creates a bind right there. So let's say we got our anchor and we've thrown our anchor out, and we've got our line like that. See how that creates a bind? You don't have to tie a knot or anything. that'll keep the length of rope exactly where you want it. Just wrap it inside the carabiner clip. Really easy. All right, let's do the live demonstration. Now, if I'm just in shallow water, I can basically throw the anchor over and just peel the line off this way, okay? If I'm in deeper water, I'm gonna need to go ahead and peel the rope off. So what I wanna do, I wanna get the buoy and the bungee strap out of the way. I get the anchor up in that direction, and then I'm just gonna peel off the rope right here in front of me. I don't know how deep I am, maybe 20 feet. So that should be enough rope for where I'm at. Once I do that, I'm going to take this rope and I'm going to wrap it around like that. And here what I have my carabiner clip, I'm just going to take the rope and put it inside the carabiner clip like that. Show you that again, like that. I'm just going to wrap it inside the carabiner clip like that. That creates a bind and that'll hold it in place. You don't have to tie any knots or anything. So I want my bow going in this direction with the current. I don't have any current right now, so I'm just going to leave it in forward as if I do have current. I want my bow going in that direction. Next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to get this rope off of the cleat here, and I generally just put this in my mouth. And I'm going to grab the anchor, toss it over, start feeding out rope. Here, take my rope here, put it through the bungee and toss it over, and there it is. That's what she looks like right there. Once that's done, I take my rope, I bring it up here, I wrap it around my cleat like that. I wrap it around the cleat like that. I create a twist, put it over and pull it, and now it's locked into place. Good to go. Now when I'm ready to go, I can either unwrap the rope and throw it, or I can unwrap the rope here like this, hit reverse, and this should just slide right up here to me. Now this just depends on, it really depends on how much current there is out there. You can see how it just slid right up there to me. Now I've got it in hand here. I can take this, tie that off there, take this, tie that off there. Now that I've got it in hand, I can go ahead and wind in my anchor. The other option is you just throw this out here like we're anchored again. The other option is I'm anchored, right? I'm in really swift current. All I have to do here is just undo this rope and throw it. And then that rope is actually just going to slide through the bungee like that. And I can just circle back around and get my anchor. And mission accomplished. Go ahead and pull that in. Once I have that in, this anchor line back here, it's going to be a little, this anchor line back here, a lot of times I'll just take my fishing rod and I'll just grab it with my fishing rod. I find that's the easiest way to get it. I mean, I've tried backing up and going forward and everything else, but I just grab a fishing rod. That's the easiest way for me to get that rope. All right, so you can see here, let's go ahead and anchor it down again. Go ahead and anchor it down again. We're just going to throw it over. And let's say you know, something's going wrong here. It's just not going right. At this point, I don't hesitate. I just take everything and I throw it over, because I can always come back and get the anchor line later. Safety first, man. Always safety first. I tell you, it's important if you're fishing in medium, you know, medium to heavy current, which you shouldn't be in too heavy a current in a kayak. But if you're, you know, you're fishing in medium to heavy current, you need to have a big float on your anchor like that, so that it doesn't go underwater from the current. You know, once your anchor line is hooked up, you want that float to stay up so you can see it. So you want to have a nice big old fat float, man. You don't want no little dinky thing. Woo! All right, practice, practice, practice. Get in a shallow area where there's no current and practice the method over and over again before you get out there in current. Now, I only use this anchor system in medium to light current, okay? Never in super heavy current. There's just no way. You can't get the anchor to hold. Just being in heavy current in a kayak is just flat out dangerous, all right? So there you go. Thumbs up or appreciated. Get out there and go fishing, man. Life is fun. Live it. See ya.